Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Hope you're all okay. Thanks for joining me today. If you've popped into my channel and you're not a subscriber, I'd be really grateful for your subscription, and you can hit the bell, and if you click on that it will alert you to any future videos. So today I'm going to just quickly look at the cover of this floral journal, which I've been making. I had put it to one side for a while. It's got this nice cream sort of chiffon tie here, and I had already put some lace down here. And then it's taken me a while to kind of think about, you know, what do I want to put on the front really. And so I've come up with this idea. So I thought we'd put some matching lace on that side down there, so I thought I'd stick that on, and then I wanted to edge the top and the bottom, so I'm going to put this pale cream lace around the bottom all the way around the spine and the back like that, and I'm going to do the same I think with a piece which I've already cut for speed to go round the top in exactly the same way, to kind of make a frame on the front, which I kind of like. And then I've looked through my stash and I found my Hessian kind of flowers, and that I thought would look lovely up there. I like to keep it kind of fairly simple. So then I found another piece of Hessian scrap and a scrap of some nice green, which was an old scarf, which I thought mirrored this green here and the word journal, and I thought I would put that down here. So that is finally what I decided to do. So I'm just going to roll my sleeves up again. They get in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that with some Beacon 3-in-1. So I take these pieces off first, and this, and pop this piece on, and I'm going to use the Beacon 3-in-1 because it's material on material. So what's everyone been up to? Today's been my day off. I'm just so tired, I can't stop yawning. I don't know why. I didn't wake up in the night, really. Perhaps once. Maybe, because I heard my husband get up with Paddy Dog. He said he got him up at kind of 4 this morning. But I vaguely woke up, but then I went straight back to sleep. So, you know, don't really know why I am so tired. I just feel constantly tired all the time at the moment. I don't know whether it's the wintry weather or what it is. Change in medication, additional medications. Yes, that's, you know, become the norm now for us to, well, for me anyway, be on more medication. Right, so that's nicely stuck down. I haven't gone mad with this, I didn't want to. And then I'm going to stick this round. I just have to make sure that I think there is a right and a wrong side. So just looking to see which side. I prefer this side, so I'm going to start at this end, and I'm going to just stick that down the bottom. Of course, I'm obviously waiting for the glue. Just push that up a bit so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm not putting too much on. It's very strong, this glue, so it's just enough really. So So I'm not going to go completely to the edge there, and just even that up afterwards. So then just going to go over the spine here. So big blobs come out, so I'm just going to spread that around and pop that down. Turn that over. I always like there to be a little bit of interest on the back of the cover as well. And if it's a material one like this, you know, I haven't done any sewing on this this time round, because it was a kit anyway, the cover, and that wasn't in the instructions, so I just went with what was there. So underneath this is some, if you watched my videos when I put it together, there's some calico cotton, like a bed sheet type cotton, really the old-fashioned ones. Right, that's that side done. Okay, now I'm just going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to pop this piece on around this side. So I want to make sure I'm matching the pattern, which I think I am there, and I want that frilly bit to be on the top edge. So here we go again. So yeah, so I need to start from this end, make sure that I don't stick the wrong end down on the front edge, otherwise I won't be going around the back with it. So just popping that there just to overlap the top and obviously the bottom edge just slightly, and then popping it on its end. It's very sturdy. Like so. And then back round the front. And I'm just blobbing it down, only a tiny bit, as I say, as it does show through some lace, kind of shiny, but you know, you can rub it off quite easily with your finger even, or if you've got one of those special kind of rubbers, but on material it's better, I think, if you use your finger. So there, that's that. So I like the look of that. So then I want to let me see, I wanted to, yeah, I thought that was a bit odd. I thought, yeah, I'm sure I put that front piece of lace on. I had it upside down. Oh, I'm just going to stick that down a bit there. Take that bit of fluff out. So that is sticking up a bit. So I'm just going to press that together. Okay. Right. So I'm going to trim those edges off and these after when it's all glued. So now I'm going to glue this nice Hessian flower. And this was a pack I bought on Amazon. Oh, must be at least 2 years ago. With some Hessian strips that were like a Hessian ribbon, really, with a nice lace ribbon down the middle of it. So there's all different types of flower, and they're all ideal really for decorating the front of your journal. Just getting rid of some of the fibres, and I want to pop that right in that corner just so it comes off the edge slightly, like that. I think that looks all right. Okay, so now to do this journal. So I'm going to stick the layers together. So I've got a piece of Hessian and a piece of the green scarf. I think I found this scarf years ago. Like on a, I don't know where I found it, whether it was a charity shop or you know, one of those type of places probably. I found it. So it's very sticky, so I'm going to use the same glue for this. And I'm going to do my best to center it. And yeah, I could see a bit of a snail trail there because it, but I can rub that off when it's dry, so I'm not too bothered about that. It's all over my hands though, and you may not be aware, but I just don't like the feeling of it on my hands. Some people do. I don't. Some people like picking it off. I find it quite therapeutic, but I don't know, I just don't like the feeling of it all on my hands. So I want to make sure that I've got it in the position I want it, like that. Right, I like that. That's quite simple, but I could put some pearls. So I have got some pearls, so we just pop the lid on that and I'll get my bling out. So that's just come to me as I was looking at it. I have got some, see if I can match. Well, they won't be as big as that one, but they'll be smaller probably. So let's have a look. Well, I've got some here, so I kind of want to match them up as best I can. So there's those. I don't know, these are silvery, so they're not really appropriate. And those are goldish, so they're not, and so are those. I think it will have to be these. So I'm just going to have a look. This is from the Tell the Bees series. They're enamel dots actually, but they do look pearly. So I just want to see, because I don't really, they're quite white and then they're quite pinkish. So let me just see, because they are gluey on the, I just want to, I'm not going to glue it with the, just want to see if that looks, I think that's okay. So I kind of think I'm going to put one in those two corners there, like that. Well, I quite like that. So I'm going to leave those because they're very, very sticky. I think they may stick on their own. If not, I'll stick them down later. So that's the cover finished, really. I don't want to do any more to it, except I'll probably put a dangle or two down the side on the spine. So I'll just quickly refresh your memories. I've added some ephemera into some of these pockets. Haven't really decorated any of the pages as such. So there's another journal card I made. Some of this ephemera was in my stash. I made it a long time ago. So I made a card to go inside this window pocket there, which I quite like. So that flower shows through. So I have done that since. And there's lots of journaling paper. Oh, and I made these journal cards on another video, and I've chosen where to put them. And this half of the bag I've decorated like that. That side has been decorated like that. There's a nice pocket there, and this I haven't decorated yet. Then there's another pocket here. So this bag is ready to be decorated, and I've strengthened the inside opening because I find that helps for a bit of longevity, really. Then these are pieces I put in on another video where I made them in my stash, or this was made by Crafts by Kathy, something I bought from her. So that was one I'd made a long time ago. That's been stuck together. I need to put a bit of glue in there to do that while I'm here. Just to strengthen the page, I stuck to, because it was one-sided paper. If it's not printed on paper that's too thick, you can actually do two back to back. So that's what I've done, and I'm planning to put some lace down there. So I've got lots of decoration to do, which I'll go away and do because I've made quite a bit of ephemera. So that's one side of an envelope, craft envelope. So I decorated that side, and then this side I made it into a pocket, and this added some little buttons here and here, and then that's nice inside for something to go in. And then I added a little, like a tea bag pocket on the front, and I've put in a lovely playing card, which is one of Shakespeare's flowers. I believe that's the series. This is a cowslip, 3 of diamonds, and it says, and there's a little quote from The Tempest, which is one of Shakespeare's plays, and it says, "Where the bee sucks, there suck I, in a cowslip's bell I lie." So that's going in there, and I just wanted to show at the top. There's another series of pockets there. So there's one in here and one here, and I left the back stuck down, so I thought that was enough. Don't want this to turn out too bulky. 2 pockets there to fill. This has 3 signatures. Side pocket there. So we're now in the middle signature. Lots of floral. So there's a nice glassine bag. I think somebody sent this to me in a Happy Mail or something. It could be Crafts by Kathy again, I'm not sure, but that is lovely. I thought that was nice and appropriate. I just love the sound of it, really love it. I love the way she's made that. And let's see what else. The last signature, and there's quite a gap in between each one, and I'm going to cover the top and the bottom where you can see the spine. So some nice floral papers in here. That's a colouring page. And then this is a piece I made a long time ago. So it's actually a pocket that flips over. The flap goes here. So it's made out of a junk mail envelope with a window. So this is stuck down now for a side tuck, Then there's a little tag there, and then this has an opening, and I've got to make something to go inside that, so I'll be doing that. I've made quite a few things on my series of making ephemera and embellishments out of trash and scraps. So these are 2 side tucks. That's the centre of the last signature. The other side of that. These pages will be decorated. And some nice small pages. Lots of lovely journaling paper here. Lovely. That's the other side of that colouring page. And then this is another Crafts by Kathy's pieces. And that's a top pocket there. And then the back pocket there has got a piece I made a long time ago following Dee Dee Farrago, I think it was. So it flips open and there's a pocket in here, and it's got a nice little piece that opens there for journaling on, made out of some scrapbook paper, and stamped on there I've put "You belong to the wildflowers." So I made that a long time ago, and I just thought it fitted in with the floral theme. So I put that in there. Doesn't too fussed about what side it goes over, and that's the back. And so I have all this ephemera that I made on camera. So let's move these out of the way. Just get that one out like so. I hope you can see this all right. Yes, I made a lot of ephemera from scraps, so I'm going to use these strips I made, and they will decorate some of these pages in here that I don't want to sort of put too much on, but I'll just be decorating them. So that's what I'm going to be doing with those. So those are 2 lovely florally themed strips using lots of the tiny pieces from, well, Tracy Fox's labels and Tim Holt's snippets, and scraps of lace and a scrap of paper there on the back. So those will be nice. Then I've got this lovely journal card, which is a napkin, and there's a journaling space on the back, and then there's this one, Bloom and Grow, and this one, Daydreams, with a bird on, and this one here, Flower Power, with a butterfly, then this one, Sure to Grow, and these are all made out of cereal packets and trash card and scraps that I had in my stash. So there's that one, and this one that says Homegrown, and this one here, and I've done some artwork on the back, in the background there. They've all got journaling spots on the back, some tags that I've made, and these were made from masterboard. So those are the masterboard, all these with the art on the back, this spray, these all made from the masterboard that I made from scraps, and that was a piece of card that came out of a pack of two pillows. Then I made some tags from clothing tags, so I covered them and decorated them. So these are clothing tags, that one and that one, and this one, and that's another one from the masterboard, and that one is a clothing tag. And then I made some scrap clusters to go on page. So let's move those out of the way. So these are all going to go in. So say for instance I wanted to put, so I made them quite thin, and I made flat, and I made them quite light. So if I want to put something there, I could get a tag, make that into tuck, and have that as a tuck. So that's what I'm going to do with those. So I've got lots of ephemera already made. So the next time you see this journal, it will be the flip through and it will be finished. All right, so I hope you like the way I've decorated the front. Yes, it's always a bit of a risk, I think, because once you've done it, there's no turning back really. Although you could cover it over with something else, but it takes me a while to decide how I'm going to do it. I do think about it a long time. So that's my video on this floral journal. It's just a simple floral themed journal, and I just like the freedom of not having to stick to a kind of specific theme. So I've really enjoyed making this. So I'll fill it with ephemera, do some artwork on some of the blank pages, and then I'll do a flip through in a few days' time. So that's me done. I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye bye.